In this lesson, we're going to look at solving proportions, and there's no new terminology or vocabulary in this lesson. We're just going to work with proportions and solve them. So we just have to translate or be able to translate into a proportion. So if we have a 12-ounce can of cola containing 140 calories, how many calories are there in 8 ounces in an 8-ounce glass? So we're comparing ounces. We're comparing ounces to calories. So what I'm going to do is when I set up my proportion, remember that's just a fraction that equals a fraction, I'm going to make sure that my ounces are on the top and my calories are on the bottom. You want to keep the same types of numbers in the same place. So if you were to put ounces on the bottom, then it would need to be on the bottom in both of your fractions, so just be consistent. So 12-ounce can, so 12 ounces contains 140 calories. How many calories, okay, so how many, that's going to be down here, are there in 8 ounces? So there's my proportion. So again, notice in both of them, my 12 and my 8 represent the ounces, they're both on the top, and my 140 and my x represent my calories. Now when I solve, I do my cross products. 140 times 8 is, and I'm going to have to move over here off to the side, 1,120. Remember, your cross products are equal to one another, and that's going to be equal to 12x. So then I have to divide both sides by 12, and that's going to give me my unknown. So 1,120 divided by 12 is 93.3 repeating. So this doesn't give me any specified or directions as to what I need to round to. It just says how many calories are there. And so since it's about 93, I'm going to go ahead and just, it'd be 93.3 repeating. You can just say 93. So about 93 calories. And again, that's just a rounding. But translate into a proportion, solve using cross products. So let's see if we can set up this second one. Tulo drove her car 8,000 miles in the first 5 months. So it looks like we're comparing miles to months. At this rate, how many miles would she drive in a year? So drove her car 8,000 miles in 5 months. Now this one's kind of tricky because it's trying to throw you off because it says at this rate, how many miles, so we don't know the miles, would she drive in a year, which would be 12 months. So don't put 1 because remember, our denominator is months. The 5 is months. So when they throw in a year, just make sure everything's consistent. So 12 months is in a year. So that's why I use the number 12. Go through the same process